Welcome back to the channel, folks. So as you can see, got a lot of boxes behind me, and y'all probably know what that means, so touch on that later. But so right here I got a little Yanmar single cylinder diesel, and I would like to find the twin cylinder Yanmar. That's what I really want to find. They're just kind of hard to come by, but I picked this thing up for basically nothing. I traded a few parts I had laying around, so I'm gonna see if I can't service it a little bit. It's pretty trick. Now it's got a built-in gearbox on it for forward and reverse. So I picked up one of these oil recovery tanks. I got that from the Harbor Fraud, and I'm gonna go ahead and suck the oil out of this thing. I already found me a size that'll fit it. I pulled the dipstick out, but we'll get this put in there. Bam. These things are pretty easy to use. You hook up the air to them, and you can turn the valve off, on, and it just sucks oil or fuel or antifreeze, whatever you're trying to use it for. It'll pull it out. So I'm not sure how well the GoPro picked it up, but I saw some very concerning things when I was sucking oil out of this, and here, I'll show you right here. That's water. 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 A lot of water. So a guy picked up some oil and a filter. Now it's a horizontal filter, so I'm gonna pre-fill about as much as I can get to soak into this thing because I don't want to make a mess. So let's go ahead and get to that. That'll do it right there. I'll let that filter absorb all of that. Always pre-lube your O-ring. And now I don't know, it's just me, but I always like to try and get the threads too. I don't know how long the water was in there or what, but you got to think there was a nasty hurricane not too long ago. All right, so Jonathan's over here. He brought over some diesel fuel. We just added some oil to the transmission. We're gonna put some oil in the engine right now, check the levels on it. I don't have an alternator on it, but I do have a battery. He brought fuel. I got some hoses we're gonna put on there and see if we can't fire this thing up. I think it'll run. What do you think, Jonathan?
Hey, it came out of a boat.
A sunken boat at that.
Sunken boat? Hey, she'll run.
We'll see. All right, so we got this thing really just rigged onto this. Might work. Might vibrate off. Who knows? But we're eager to find out. So stay with us. We'll find out here in a second.
Intake, but
yeah, we had to jimmy with the starter a little bit. The Bendex was hung up on it, but now she'll turn right over now. All right, so we got our fuel. This is our feed line, return line from the injector. I'm gonna crack this bleed screw right here on the filter, and it's got a hand prime. And I'm gonna keep priming it until I get fuel there. There we go. Oh. Think I should crack that injector line or just send it?
usually you crack the injector line to purge out all the air.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know if that needs to be up, down, left, right.
Isn't it gonna shoot water out of this thing?
It might. I'm not gonna really pull. I was gonna pull the what do they call them things? The impeller for the water pump on this, but a new one is like 40 bucks, so I'm not even gonna mess around with it. I'm just gonna order a new one. I was gonna order a new one anyways, but I was gonna pull it and check it, but we'll just see if it's even worth messing with, if it's gonna run or not. We'll hope for the best on her. I disconnected this here because right now, and I've read this in a couple forums, Jonathan just read it too, but sometimes people, they have issues when they run these things. They'll spin backwards, so that's what this one's doing, and they all say they just run them for a little bit, shut them off, and then start them back up, and then they start to run the right way. It's the starter and the flywheel on the Yanmar manual. It says from the back of the motor looking forward, the flywheel is supposed to spin counterclockwise, and that's what it's doing. But so it's sucking through the exhaust and pushing exhaust out the intake, but we'll see what happens. It's a 2-valve system, pretty simple. Crank on it again, I'll run the throttle. Hang on. Get our coolant set up. Alright.
Ready?
Yep. Alright, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Again. She sucked through some water. I'm back there. Let me move all these tools. I just covered all of my tools in water. Yep. Alright, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Again. Try and idle it down a little bit. That way you guys can see how bad these things really shake. Oh, whoa, whoa. As y'all saw, we just had that thing running. It's a Yanmar 1GM10. So it's a single cylinder and it makes 10 horsepower. But I got it. I traded a guy a couple parts I had laying around for it. and it's out of a sailboat that he used to own that got sunk on the last hurricane that hit Florida. And he said he didn't know if it was going to run or not, but there was quite a bit here. Look right here, quite a bit of water come out of that when I sucked the oil out. That's like 90% water. There's like still no oil in that thing. But it runs good. I'm trying to let it run a little longer because I bought 2 filters when I went to the store, so I can put another filter on it, change the oil out of it again, out of the gearbox and the motor, and then I think we'll be about time ready to snatch the old Kohler out of the Model T, and we got a motor for that. And pause that, and then
I can pause it.
yeah.
Can I?
I'm running it right now. Just trying to get it's in gear and everything. I'm just trying to have it spin through, cycle out a lot of that oil, get some of that water out of it. That way I can go ahead and pull it back down, drain the fluids out again, and it should be pretty fresh. I'll check it a couple times to make sure. But yeah, that exhaust flowing onto that. It's supposed to have a pipe on it running out of the boat, but it's all right. What's he doing? So we just vacuumed out the oil. Well, air vacuumed out the oil here. Got the oil drained out of the motor, oil drained out of the transmission or gearbox. Fresh oil again. I didn't change the filter. I was going to, but I forgot. But I do have another one, so I'm gonna run it about 10 minutes or so, and then change it again to make sure, or to just try and flush this oil out of it. But it's running good. Heck, it'll fire right up. There ain't no thing to it.
Fire right up, right?
Hang on. Change my buddy's wife's car, and he's actually got some new fairings for this R1. You'll see in a future video we're going to be putting new fairings on this. Looks like you ran out of talent, Nick.
And my mom dropped it.
But he's got some new fairings we're going to put on there. I've seen pictures of them, they look good. Some high dollar stuff right here. Gotta keep them turbos happy.